Imagine standing outside at night, staring at the stars. You think you know how the universe works until NASA comes along with discoveries that sound completely fake, but they're 100% true. Today, we'll uncover NASA's most mind-blowing facts that will make you question everything you thought you knew about space. Let's dive straight into fact number one. Fact number one, Saturn could float on water. This one sounds like pure science fiction, but Saturn, the giant planet, is so light compared to its massive size that if you had a bathtub big enough, it would literally float on water. Why? Because Saturn is made mostly of hydrogen and helium, both extremely light gases. So even though it looks like a monster planet, it's actually less dense than water. Imagine a planet the size of Saturn bobbing around like a rubber duck. Crazy, right? Fact number two, Neptune completed its first orbit in 2011. When astronomers discovered Neptune back in 1846, they knew it was far away, but they didn't realize just how slow it moved around the Sun. In fact, Neptune takes about 165 Earth years to complete a single orbit, which means the very first orbit since its discovery only finished in 2011. Just think about that. From the day humans found Neptune, it took more than a century and a half for the planet to make one full lap around the Sun. Fact number three, the Sun loses 1 billion kilograms of mass every second. The Sun looks stable, reliable, and eternal. But here's the wild truth. Every single second, the Sun loses over 1 billion kilograms of matter. This happens because of the solar wind, streams of charged particles blasting into space. Luckily, the Sun is so enormous that even losing mass at this insane rate doesn't make a dent in its lifetime. Still, 1 billion kilograms per second? That's like the Sun sneezing out a mountain every moment. Fact number four, Jupiter's magnetic field is so huge it could cover the Moon. Jupiter doesn't just win the prize for being the largest planet. It also has the largest magnetic field in the solar system. So big that if we could see it with our eyes, it would appear larger than the full moon in our night sky. That invisible shield is powered by Jupiter's rapid rotation and its molten core, and it's constantly fed by volcanic activity from its moon Io. It's like an invisible giant bubble wrapping the planet in protection. Fact number five, planets that wander alone in space. We've all been taught that planets orbit stars, right? But NASA has discovered so-called rogue planets, worlds that don't orbit any star. These planets float alone in the darkness of space, endlessly drifting. Some were probably kicked out of their original solar systems, while others may have formed in isolation. Imagine a planet, cold and starless, wandering through the galaxy like a cosmic orphan. Creepy and fascinating. Fact number six, sunsets on Mars are blue. Here on Earth, sunsets glow in shades of orange and red, but on Mars, it's the exact opposite. NASA's rovers have captured Martian sunsets that appear bluish. This happens because the thin Martian atmosphere, filled with fine dust particles, scatters sunlight differently than Earth's atmosphere does. So, if you were standing on Mars right now, you'd be watching a soft blue glow as the sun disappears over the horizon. Fact number seven, astronauts aren't weightless on the ISS. Here's a common myth. Astronauts on the International Space Station float around because there's no gravity. That's not true. In fact, the ISS still experiences about 90 to 95% of Earth's gravity. Astronauts float because they're in constant free fall. The station moves so fast around Earth that it keeps missing the ground as it falls, creating the illusion of zero gravity. It's less about no gravity and more about endless falling with style. Fact number eight, the invisible Oort cloud surrounds our solar system. Far beyond Pluto, there's a mysterious shell known as the Oort cloud. NASA hasn't actually seen it, but scientists are confident it exists because of the long-period comets that appear from the edges of our solar system. The Oort cloud is thought to be a massive bubble of icy objects surrounding us like an invisible shield. It's the solar system's outer frontier, silent, hidden, and waiting to be explored. Fact number 9, the universe is bigger than we can ever see. When you look up at the night sky, you're seeing only a tiny fraction of what's actually out there. The universe is expanding so fast that light from distant galaxies hasn't even reached us yet, and some of it never will. That means there are entire galaxies, stars, and maybe even civilizations we'll never see. The visible universe is like a photograph cropped at the edges, hiding most of the picture from us. Fact number 10. Moon rocks are priceless treasures. When astronauts brought back samples from the moon, they weren't just souvenirs. These rocks are billions of years old and contain minerals that don't even exist on Earth. They've taught us about solar radiation, the history of our solar system, and how planets evolve. Even a pebble-sized piece of moon rock is scientifically priceless, far more valuable than gold or diamonds. Conclusion. So there you have it. 10 unbelievable NASA facts that sound fake but are absolutely true. Which one blew your mind the most? Saturn floating like a toy? Or sunsets turning blue on Mars? Drop your favorite fact in the comments below. And if you love discovering the mysteries of space, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss out.